Miso Vogel came from a religious family from Slovakia. Miso was the eldest of 5 children in his family. He was born November 29, 1923 in Jakovci, Czechoslovakia. Miso Vogel went to Germany's largest concentration camp, Auschwitz. Auschwitz was the most lethal of Nazi extermination camps. There was very minimal sanitation and very minimal food. When Miso was 6, his family moved to Topolcany, where he was able to go to a Jewish school. In 1936, he had his bar mitzvah, and he was very happy when his grandparents traveled 50 miles to come celebrate. In March 1939, the Hlinka Guards, Slavic fascists, took over Miso's town. From 1940 to 1944, Miso's brother and sister were deported. His whole family was gassed except for him and his father. Miso Vogel was prisoner number 65,313. Prisoners only received tattooed numbers at Auschwitz. The original method was a metal stamp with numbers made up of needles. The new method was a single needle device which pierced the outlines of the numbers onto the skin. The Nuremberg laws were 2 laws that were passed in Nazi Germany that took away Jewish rights. They would provide the legal framework for the systematic persecution of the Jews in Germany. Adolf Hitler announced the Nuremberg laws on September 15, 1935. The law defined who was and was not a German and who was and was not a Jew. This legal definition of a Jew in Germany covered tens of thousands of people who did not think of themselves as Jews or who had neither religious nor cultural ties to the Jewish community. For example, it defined people who had converted to Christianity from Judaism as Jews. There was the Reich citizenship law, and there was the law for the protection of German blood and German honor. Miso Vogel was very into soccer. Miso started the North Central High School Soccer Association. He also enjoyed speaking to others and educating others about the Holocaust from his past experiences. Miso Vogel had many accomplishments. Miso helped establish the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum in the nation's capital. Miso returned to Germany and testified against Nazi war criminals, which earned him recognition of the U.S. Attorney General in 1983. Miso Vogel escaped during a death march from Landsberg and was liberated by the U.S. forces. He was on his way marching to another camp when an Allied bombing created a distraction which enabled him to leave. Miso survived 2.5 years in Auschwitz. When Miso escaped, the army found his father's sister living in Detroit for him to be with. Miso Vogel was a buyer for the Kip Brothers, a toy and novelty wholesaler, for 21 years. He received many awards, such as the Ivan Chalfie Award and a 1996 State Jefferson Award. 2 years after Miso arrived in the U.S., he married Agnes Wise, a Hungarian who also survived the death camps.